be an exciting one to watch. Super proud of our guys' response coming out of the gate to get us off to a good start. Thought we really shared the ball, especially in the first half. Defended with incredible purpose. Got sloppy with it a little bit. That let them get into it there. And then we had everything kind of thrown at us in the second half. And we weren't going to relent. And just super proud of the guys for finding a way to get it done. They really earned this one.
When you talked before about teams learning lessons in a victory, how much did this team, just the way these last couple of weeks have gone, need this opportunity to make some mistakes but still kind of pull it through at the end?
Yeah, it's huge. It's not great for my ticker, but to be able to play the way we did and everybody to buy in, other than some moments where we got away from what was working, to just dig deep. I mean, that was brutal. They come back because they're a well-coached team and they've got some players and take a 3-point lead. There was a timeout and our guy said, "It ain't over. Keep fighting. It ain't over." And we were able to close it out there. So again, just it means the world to this group for all that we've been through, for as young as we are. It's a great lesson learned, but we got our first league win of the year. So.
And Dzmitry, sort of the same thing. How much did this group kind of need something to feel good about? Just coming through a rough stretch.
I feel like we just need to get together and just start playing together and share the ball more and be less stagnant as we've showed for the last couple of games. I feel like as we overcome that, we're just playing more freely basketball and it just looks better as basketball itself.
Wayne, after some of the slow starts you've had this year, as recently as up in Portland, how important was it to get off to a start like you did today and build that early lead?
Yeah, that's good. One of the coaches talked about that, and I reminded him that really our only 2 slow starts were the last 2 games in Portland. The games before that, we got off to good starts. I was wondering there when it was that 4-4 for a little while. But it starts with kind of a unified effort. Everybody focused to play for each other, to share the ball, to make one more. And we said before the game, that's what leads to one. I said what, and one of the guys said wins. I said true. But then what's important is fun. And it was unbelievable the way we were sharing it, and guys were getting great looks. How that just fuels the energy and the buy-in, and when you get away from it, it has the opposite effect. You got guys dropping their chin, and so I think because of our immaturity, we've had some moments, and it comes down to just playing your ass off for your program and playing for your brothers standing next to you. That really simplifies things, and we just need to get more of that. I think we did it enough tonight to get a win, albeit against a team that's beat up. We got to remember that. I feel sorry for the injuries. God knows I've had, seasons where you don't have everything you want to have, and I hope Cap Nang's okay. But our guys, again, to win a game where we stressed, like Demon just said, team play, playing with your hair on fire, playing the Beaver way, and then face adversity throughout, giving up that lead late, to win it is huge for us.
So, Coach, I don't know if you've addressed your team yet or not, but after a win like this, what do you want the message to be moving forward into every practice following this? Because obviously you can't get too confident, but it is huge to start 1-0 in fact.
Yeah, just kind of what we've been talking about, the fact that when we play hard from the jump, take the fight to our opponent, not sit back and try to play, response type reaction game. And we play for each other, we can be a good team. We did it against Duke. We gave ourselves a hell of an effort. We didn't do it for 40 minutes in the games before PK, and we certainly didn't do it against Florida and Portland State either time. So the lesson is, you play hard, you play your butt off for your team, you play for each other, and when you're subbed out, you sprain over, you cheer for the next guy. Our bench was great, guys that didn't play. That's what we need, win, lose. And we'll get there. We just got a really young group. We got a lot of new pieces.
Dzmitry is one of the few veterans on the team. How important was you to put on your shoulders early to get the team off to a decent start?
I mean, for me personally, I definitely felt like, since I haven't responded the last 2 games against Florida and Portland State, so I really felt like I needed to step up and put the team on my back. Not like just me, obviously, but like get the energy going and make sure everybody's like everybody's focused and everybody's ready to go as a unit. And I feel like I did a better job today and helped the team win.
Wayne, that's not always an easy defense for a team that's never seen it before. How impressed were you that you guys were able to just jump on that in the first half?
That's what had me concerned, is this young team, we haven't seen their zone. We talked about being patient. It looked methodical at times there for a while, but when we got the ball where we needed to, when we had great movement, the whole thing, you got to hide behind the zone. If you're all in front of them, that's where they're really good. And we got great looks. We got looks in transition. Dima started off hitting some threes, although we didn't shoot it great after that. So it was a great test, great challenge. They switched and went man and trapped us. You know, we joked coming down the stairs, if we make some free throws there when we were up 9, take away a couple of those turnovers, then it doesn't come to the wire. But we'll take it. Big thing is we learned some lessons and got a win. And I'm going to speak to both of these guys. We got after Dima pretty good after the Portland State game. And I'm not going to go into detail, but his approach to that game, and he wasn't the only one, and then our bench decorum. We talked a lot about that, and we challenged him. I challenged him, Coach Rev challenged him, and he said, "I'm here for you. I'm never going to be that guy again." Because he is the ultimate teammate. He really is. And for him to respond was huge, right? I've told you a few times we need you to be Dima. Mike's first start. Mike's first start. He's brought some good things for us. We wanted to get off to a good start defensively and rebounding against these guys. And so we thought Mike, he gets 7 rebounds. He's our second leading rebounder, and he made some good plays for us. I'm really proud of the way he stepped up. And then everybody that checked in. Rodrigue, who is a little banged up and could be down because he's not playing a lot of minutes, he dang near took his jersey off running down the stairs. He was cheering so loud and was fired up. So this feels good, and we just got to answer your question again, remind them to not lose it. There's games we might be down. We got to keep battling back and staying together.
Coach, to jump to the end after the end one from Dex, you're up by 1, but 8 seconds, obviously plenty of time. What was the defensive message? I guess this question is, what's the defensive message going into that last timeout before Washington?
I'm surprised Nick didn't ask me why I didn't blow it and call a timeout when Pope had that ball coming up the sideline. So they came over and asked, and Dexter was like, I said, we got to wait and see if he makes the first, then we'll have an idea of what time and score is. And I said, either way, push it up the court and we'll call timeout. And then I looked to Coach Rev. I said, if it's a funky rebound or an outlet, we got to stay patient. And man, Pope made a great pass to Dexter for the M1. We used the timeout after the make, and we had a nice discussion on whether we go man or zone. And with 8.6 seconds left, I didn't want to leave it up to chance that they get it up the floor, they drive us, there's a foul, and they went in at the free throw line. So chose to go 32-12, which is our 1-2-2, back to zone. Dexter did a great job of getting a hand on the ball, which took a little more time off the clock. And we had a little debate. Some of the guys wanted to go man-to-man on that end sideline out of bounds with 3.6. We were able, because they were looking at the clock to see how much time was left, to pull them over, and said, no, we can't let them get downhill and have a chance to draw a foul. So we stayed with our zone. They did a great job. Kid, if it goes in, he makes a hell of a shot. But we didn't want them to let them get downhill where, we leave it in the chance of a call or a no call. So that was the thought behind that.
Michael, what do you feel like you learned about your team there and what it takes to kind of pull out a close one like that?
I feel like our team learned today how to play better of a start. Like Coach mentioned, we had slow starts in the PK tournament, and I feel like today we responded great in the first quarter. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to play out there with them and have the confidence for Coach for starting. And yeah, just grateful for the opportunity.